Sorry that I was out for a while because I have a family emergency that I am attending to. So my mom is in the hospital, as you aware of. She now got dementia, which is a terrifying one for that. And I'm getting panicked a lot. Mode that she might be alive or dead, even that her health approve of or not. So therefore, it will be depending on her life. Even so, I hope for now, I hope everybody could pray for her health and security if you do. Thank you. Cruel Love is a privileged novel, and hate to say this, it's the final book of the sixth book, all six books of the privileged novel, which is coming to an end for that. So I'm not gonna give you this lowdown for that. And besides, it's gonna be a spoiler for that. The last time this left off, that Alexa ended up in the hospital for a life-threatened death, which is a terrifying panic towards everybody for this. Anna, who happens to be fake the real Ariana, and Palmer, they broke up, which is a argument of that after a few weeks of dating, relationship went downhill for all this. So she ended up with Jasper, knowing the connection might be clinky for this, but apparently this might be a disaster for this, which I'm going to get to it later on. So Ariana and Jasper end up spending time together and apparently dating for this. Wow. Which I didn't recognize when I noticed this. And apparently everything went downhill for this, with Alexa's death, and the entire school ended up into a mourning of grief that all these students end up getting help from guidance counselors for that. And apparently Anna, aka Ariana, ended up facing off against her former nemesis, happens to be Dr. Maloney. The first book that he mocked her a lot by breaking her soul of spirit, and then she ended up rebelling for this and escaped out of prison. Was apparently that facility had let him loose, and now he ended up getting a job as a school counselor at APH, Arthur Prince Price or something. Knowing Dr. Maloney see through of Ariana's manipulation of a psychological problem. Nick's is sorry for that. But apparently she didn't calm calm down or coolness for that. So it really isn't. Meanwhile, Palmer and the others end up digging dirt on Miana Leary in first case, but they end up adding up together between it, and eventually it kind of getting same vibes that Anna, aka Ariana, was the same person for that. For Ariana, for this case, she ended up facing off against Reed Barron, her nemesis, back in Eastern Academy. And Ariana wants to destroy Reed altogether. Few years behind bars, and end up channeling out of it and herself to take down Reed Barron once for all, until the gunfire interrupts after the feds won't buy for that, which ends up of a nightmare that led Ariana back into Eastern on her dream slate, thinking that she'd be so that she'd be graduating for that, etc. for that, but apparently she ended up living a dream, and now she ended up living a nightmare and ends up dead. And Jasper ended up trying to wake Anna up for this, when Oli explains to Jasper that she's not Anna, but Ariana. And Jasper ended up being dumbfounded, knowing the real identity of the escape killer, who ended up running from the law after escaping the facility and everything else for that. And in the end, Ariana ended up dead and ended up writing a letter before her death, which lead to one of her roommates becoming the president of the Stone Engraved, which led to the end of this novel, of the story. Apparently, I didn't get a chance to see reviews just yet of this final novel, but I might going to get to it eventually soon. So that's it for now. In upcoming weeks, I might give a review on all these privileged novels for this. So stick around for that.